In my life, I long for meaning, I long for purpose, I seek connections with other individuals, my surroundings and life. I seek intimacy. So let's talk about how to feel more alive and more connected. What's going on, guys? This is Hassan from The Spiritual Walks. I hope everyone is doing amazing. On this channel, we speak about spirituality, self-development, because we are all on a journey towards the truth. When it comes to developing connections with our surroundings, with ourselves, and to feel more alive, to essentially, in other words, bring purpose back into our life, to really bring meaning into our life, to make life profound or to see life in a more profound way, there's a few things that we've got to reflect on before we can actually live a life in this way. Now, the first thing that we need to realize is that along our journey, we have learned so many things. We have had so many experiences throughout our life. We have developed so many different memories. We have met so many different people. We have taken part in so many different actions. We have learned different facts, the hard way, the easy way. In essence, there is this accumulation of information, if you like, or memory that has been developed and molded and adjusted and calibrated to be who you are right now or who you see yourself to be. And so when it comes to self-reflection, any form of self-reflection, it's about observing this baggage, this stuff that we have been carrying and developing and accumulating on our shoulders so far. Because as we observe this and as we take some light, the light of consciousness, and we shine through this bag with an infinite number of things that we have accumulated over the time, we start to see things that we didn't know was in the bag. And that's quite strange because we are there witnessing this development take place. We know for certain that who you are or what you know today, you didn't know 10 years ago. And you also know for certain that what you know today, you may not know or will be developed or changed in 10 years' time. And so really, as we reflect on this, we learn so many things about our behavior, about our beliefs that then shape reality. Many of us live a life where we think that our surroundings are shaping our reality. That can be the case if we allow it to be the case. But as we become more conscious, it turns around. It's our inner state that shapes reality. It's how we hold our inner state to be that then shapes reality and our surroundings. And don't take this out of context. It's nothing magical. If you are feeling happy, when you look at a tree, it's a happy tree. When you are looking at other objects, they are happy objects. Okay? If you are feeling as though you are going through hell, you then start to feel like everything's working against you. This is just the way it is. And so then, through observing our behavior, we learn why we lack purpose, why we lack connection, why we lack intimacy, why we are stopping ourselves from feeling more alive. And so to really aid this investigation, if you like, let's really look at connection and intimacy. What are these two things really? What do they both imply? The same with meaning, purpose, connection, intimacy, relationships, bonds. What do all of these things really imply? Really, all they are denoting is some type of distance. That's all it is. Connection is just about distance. If you are connected to a particular person or to a particular thing, there has been an exchange of information. And through this exchange of information, it has sort of closed more of the distance between the two of you. And so what does that tell us then? It also tells us that connection and intimacy and bonds, purposefulness, meaning, profoundness in life, all of these things are really about oneness. As you are trying to connect to a particular person or to try and understand even an idea, you're trying to get closer and closer. And really the point of true understanding of this idea. The point of true connection is when these two parties have become one. And so in essence, when you want deeper connections, more intimacy in your life, when you want to feel more alive, when you want profoundness, when you want purpose, what you are seeking is oneness. You are seeking oneness. Now, regardless of your beliefs, regardless of your opinions, regardless of anything that you have retained in that same baggage that we spoke about throughout the years, regardless of any of that, oneness is a truth. It's a truth to be realized. And the realization is only inhibited once again by that same baggage that we have accumulated over time. So really, what is stopping us from feeling more alive, from feeling a deeper sense of purpose, from feeling a deeper sense of intimacy is us. It's not someone else. It's not life itself. It's not the difficult turn of events that have happened in life. No, it's how we interpret life, which shapes our perspective, and this perspective then determines how connected we are to life. Because from that perspective, we have different opinions, ideas, judgments, belief systems that may be holding in place the space to close in the distance between us and life, to close in the distance between us and the other person, or us and a particular idea, or solving a particular problem. Now, why does this deeper sense of connection and intimacy and purpose and oneness, in essence, why does that make you feel more alive? It makes you feel more alive because at this point, there is a sense of completeness. Not a sense of lack, a sense of completeness. Now, even though I've mentioned some of the ideas, let's really break down how to do this. How do we feel more connected? How do we feel more alive? How do we realize this oneness? It's like this. Let's suppose you are going to a lecture theatre at university and you are about to learn this lesson from your lecturer. Now, if you already go holding and carrying preconceived ideas and judgments or opinions about either the lecturer or the topic or the lecture itself or whatever it may be, if you go with these preconceived and predetermined ideas, is that putting you in a position where you are going to learn the maximum possible capacity you could learn in that lesson? The answer is no, because these preconceived ideas will most of the time get in the way of the ideas that are being delivered to you. So you are filtering, or you are interfering, or you are interpreting whatever information is being delivered to you in your own unique lens. So especially if you don't like that lecturer, even if they really are telling you something that is useful, because you don't like them, you're probably filtering out quite a lot of what they're saying. Because deep down you've concluded that you don't like them, you don't want anything to do with them. You don't want that connection with them. You don't want that deeper, intimate connection or presence in that lecture theatre. So in this particular scenario, what's really happening is that our judgments, our opinions, our ideas that we have preconceived beforehand, that we are putting in between the lesson itself and the delivery to us, we are putting it in between in the form of interpretation in our own way. And so really these ideas and thoughts and judgments, what they're really doing is they are creating distance. They are creating distance. They are actually disconnecting us. They are pushing us away. Have you heard this notion about social media, how we are living in a more connected world, yet we are so disconnected, or something like that? It's like an overused quote nowadays. It's true. It's true, because on social media, most people are trying to expose this particular lifestyle. And so as we judge this lifestyle, it's actually pushing us further away from that particular person. Do we see that? We are connecting to not the person, we are connecting to our judgment of that person. So we will never fully understand that person. We will never fully understand what's going on behind the scenes. And so we've got to become conscious of this and allow technology to actually truly connect us. It's so convenient to be able to pick up a phone and call someone on the other side of the world, right? This is where the whole concept of connectivity is supposed to come from. But the disconnection is actually our own doing, our own judgments and opinions that are disconnecting us from the holistic truth of what is happening. So to really wrap this up, I urge you and really invite you to be more conscious of what is limiting yourself and creating distance within yourself from this and that, or from this and that, okay? Because we can be disconnected within ourselves as well. We can have two opposing ideas and we can be in the state of cognitive dissonance and be extremely confused with a lot of things, which is in a way intelligence attacking itself or fighting against itself. So what we want is we want to shed light in the darkest corners of our own being, in our belief systems, in our memories, in all aspects of who we think we are, how we developed ourselves, or who we think we are, or who we are. But in essence, shed light, be more conscious, and see how your thoughts influence your reality, how your inner state influences your reality. Now, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this video has connected with you on a deeper level and has at least inspired you to continue this exploration so that you may live a more deeper, fulfilling, meaningful, and profound life. Now, if you did like this video, I do recommend that you watch this one over here. They are closely linked and related. There are a lot of similar ideas. And aside from that, my name is Hassan from The Spiritual Walks, and we are on a journey towards the truth.